home of the Rainbow Bagel, My Delicious Deli brings you home cooking with a Remember When deli dining experience. Located in central Boca Raton, My Delicious Deli prepares all of their food with the freshest of ingredients, cooked to order. From a light nosh and soups to omelets and full entrees, choose from low-fat and gluten-free, or indulge in one of My Delicious Deli's signature deli sandwiches. Bring your family and friends to dine in and take out. Open 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to go, or for all of your catering needs. Visit them at mydeliciousdeli.com or call them at 561-393-3287. There's something for everyone at My Delicious Deli, 7036 West Palmetto Road in Boca Raton, 561-393-3287. Well, it's noontime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. The team is ready to serve you a huge portion of fun for lunch. So let's break open the lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought, take a seat in the Brooklyn Cafe, and get ready to enjoy the humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of feel-good and happy soup to help your day go by easier and enjoy your break with others around you. Your hosts, Don and Freddy S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or dream-making. It's the feel-good food you need to help that bagel go down nice and smoothly. If you have a story to share, anything that happened at work or play, a movie review, a restaurant critique, or just a Freddy S. Get your happy juices flowing.
Hey, happy Friday, you're on.
Happy Friday. Wow.
She ready?
What a week. Of course he's not ready.
I'm not. I'm going to
What
tell you.
a week. I'm going to tell you.
I am very upset.
What happened?
Have you noticed he starts every show that way? It is not very powerful energy to send out into the universe.
No,
if
man.
you say I'm very upset.
Universe. The problem I'm having is that Facebook has changed how they do business. And they are very, very complicated.
Hey, Freddy.
Okay.
What?
Good afternoon.
You're on.
Good afternoon, South Florida.
Okay.
I'm tired. It's Friday. You want to do the honors?
I'm going to let Bobby do
Bobby,
the
you wanna
honors.
do
Listen, good afternoon, South Florida.
Come on,
Welcome
Bobby.
to-
You got to do a
To
little
the
more
Brooklyn
energy than
Cafe.
that.
There you go. Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
How was
Good.
that?
Good afternoon, South Florida. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where happiness meets craziness, and today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday.
Today is Fitness, Fun, Family Friday on the Brooklyn Cafe.
That's right.
It's been a week. It's been a long week. I finally sat down last night. Someone wanted me to go to an Inner Circle. They had invited me Inner Circle Boca Raton event. And I thought I just can't be out 5 nights in a week. So I went home and I literally finally took off my eye makeup after 2 days, put my head against the pillow on the couch, out.
That was it.
All
My
right,
family
let's get
watched
that mic
all of
down,
House of
'cause it's
Cards.
covering your face.
Hey, you know we're on the air, right?
Yes, he knows.
I do.
They watched all of House of Cards up to the final episode. They're saving it for me. I missed the entire season, so I guess I'm just going to learn the end of House of Cards tonight.
The House of Cards falls down, like everything else.
Not this one. Have you seen this one?
No, I don't watch
You
it.
need a series?
I don't
That's
watch
a
it.
series you need to watch.
How many seasons have they had? I watched the first one, and that was pretty
They've had
catchy.
quite a few, but oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
That was an awesome show.
He's amazing.
House of Cards?
House of Cards. It's on Netflix.
What is it about?
It's about
Just
governments, politics.
The inner working of
Oh,
these
that's what I wanted to see.
politicians.
That's what I want to say. I am watching. What am I watching?
Breaking
I am
Bad.
watching. I saw Breaking Bad, and then I saw Walking Dead. I saw the whole series on that, and now I'm watching Prison Break.
Good.
Did you finish Breaking Bad?
Yes, I saw all of Breaking Bad.
You did?
Yes.
That's a lot to watch, Freddie.
Breaking Bad.
It was
is the best show
unapologetic.
Wasn't that a lot of seasons?
I've
Yeah.
ever seen. Yeah,
You
it was
watched
three,
that
it was
fast?
5-6 years.
How do
Wasn't
you
it
do that?
amazing?
I
Was
watched 3 a night.
Do you sleep?
Oh God.
That's
Who needs
after you
sleep?
do all the night shows?
Yeah.
When does he get sleep?
Who needs sleep?
Therein lies why he's never ready
That's
for
why
a 12
he's
o'clock show.
Cranky too.
And he
Listen,
thinks we're going to do a morning show?
wasn't that amazing? Wasn't it unapologetic? Didn't you fall in love with who you thought were supposed to be the villains? You rooted for them. You wanted them to succeed. Hello, anyone there?
Hey, forget it.
Are you
Yes.
talking about Breaking Bad?
Yes.
The way it ended?
Yes, it was just you just loved
The way it
Walter.
ended was perfect.
Yes, it was perfect, unapologetic. I'm telling you.
I wanted everybody dead in that thing by the end of that.
I wanted to-
I was going to go shoot them myself. I'm glad everybody got what they deserved.
Well, yes, they got what they deserved. There
What do
go.
you call that when you tell people the end of something?
A spoiler alert?
Spoiler.
Spoiler
Did you
alert.
spoil it all for everybody?
No.
I'm gonna tell you, but you got to see Breaking Bad. But then the Prison Break is even better. You got to see that. It's really, really, really out there. And then I'll see what is it? Queen of Deuces? What is it?
House of Cards?
Breaking cards.
House of Cards. Speaking, Rochelle Schwartz is joining us on Monday, the Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts.
You wonder where the segue goes in my head, but it goes. There is a connection between the pipes.
We have some people in studio who can help you.
We've got We're all good. We are live streaming on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe. You can find us on Periscope and YouTube at AMP2 TV. Give us a call. Carol's had 24 hours to recoup from yesterday. 800-889-0267.
It's just like a Sarah show.
Right? What
Totally.
a great show yesterday. We had gratitude training on yesterday, ladies. 2 hours of gratitude training with Joe Engelson and all of her followers. She's right near you. Remember we told you the Pompano Square?
Yeah, I still want to meet her.
Unbelievable what was going on. So much gratitude. My husband said to me, tell me about this program. I said, did you listen to the show? He says, yes. I said, well, there you go.
So what more does he want?
There you go.
Tell me, what happened today? Did you see the program? Yes. Well, there it is.
That was the show. He said
Hello.
unbelievable responses from everybody.
I have a coworker who's actually doing the gratitude training, and she said that it's life-changing for her.
That's what they all said yesterday.
We had so many phone calls and people calling in to save my marriage, got me married, got me on divorce, got me all these things. And then we have a lady. What was her name? Karen? Katrina?
Julie on the go?
Julie on the go too? And we're going to put her, she's going to visit like states. She goes to different states. And we're going to plug her in so that she tells us every center that she goes to.
Oh, wow.
And we found a new restaurant near you, Bobby, we need to check out. It's called Bubbles and Pearls.
Bubbles and Pearls. What?
It's in Milton.
Bubbles and Pearls. It's in Wilton
Wilton
Manor, so it
Manor.
can't be too far from you.
Yep.
It's
That's
a
pretty close.
champagne oyster bar.
All right.
Sounds fabulous,
Yeah.
doesn't
And they
it?
serve
does.
and they serve black champagne.
Never had that. What's
Neither
black
have we.
champagne?
We
We're
don't
gonna go
know.
find out. We're gonna hold a show down there.
We're going to go check that out. Liv, want to go
Cool.
check it out?
Yeah,
See what
absolutely.
the hell
Wilton
that's
Manor,
about.
they said it's right across the street from City Hall. So Chef Josie was inspired. She always had this vision of what to do, and she went through the gratitude training, and it gave her the courage and the faith to move
Do it.
through with her business plan and do it.
That's incredible.
It is. It was actually a very devoted segment yesterday. 2 hours we did. Some phone calls that poured in here. Were you busy? Can I get a little bit?
Nah.
Nah.
Not
Let's
at
keep her just as busy today. 800-889-0267.
No. Did you have our breaking news?
Which
Did
one?
you hear that we're leaving to
Did you hear that we're moving the Brooklyn Cafe
95.3 FM?
and 1470 AM down in Boca at the Beasley Studios? Beasley Media.
Contracts were put in place today. That's official. It's going to start Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays and 12 to 1.
But we'll be on air every day on social media. Our Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope will stay the same.
Yes, we're going to figure out what to do the other 2 days.
We're going to figure it out.
Or maybe a nice long weekend wouldn't be too bad.
Really? No.
No one's saying.
I'll be Facebooking from my house then.
You're going to be Facebook.
I'm going to set up a studio. My kids are leaving again in August. I'm taking over one of the rooms and I'm setting up a studio.
Nice.
That's what they're afraid of.
Are you taking over?
Yes,
Taking over.
she's going to rent out the rooms. Don't get it wrong. Bobby actually has friends down in the Keys. Maybe I hang out down the Keys. Like
Yeah.
Kiko way.
Nice. Linda
Yeah,
Harmon will like that.
Well, she could come. I'm not
She
saying she
can
can't
come.
invite it. She's more than welcome to come. But I'm just thinking that it's a new venue. It's new elements, new things. We've been on Wednesday we did juniors, and a lot of people came. Over 300 people showed up for that venue, by the way.
So thank you, Jody. Thank you, Mr. Bob, down at Beasley Media, for welcoming us to our new home, 12 o'clock at 95.3 FM and 1470 AM.
And there's a rumor that Sarah Spiritual, who's also leaving, is going to be with us down on Wednesday, 6 to 8. I don't want to say that officially because she hasn't officially signed on the dotted line, but I'm hearing that that's what she's going to do.
All right?
And I'll be at
Sarah-
the retreat this weekend with her.
She's a retreat. I'm supposed to see her tonight. I don't know how that's going to happen, but I'm going to try to reach out. She's down at the Embassy Suites.
Yes, in Deerfield.
Deerfield, you going to be there?
Yeah, I already got the room and everything. We got a suite. So it's very nice.
You're going to be there?
Hence the name Embassy Suites.
Yes.
You're going to be in the room?
Yeah, a two-bedroom suite. Yes. Uh-huh.
She's got Sarah on retreat, and I've got Key West Paranormal Society coming to the house tomorrow night.
You guys are going to prep for the coop. You know what they call that in Spanish? El cuco.
Yeah, I could have told you that one.
You remember that? El cuco, live under the
You
bed.
have el cuco, but we had el coco. So it's...
El
you know,
coco, that's a coconut.
Do
no.
you guys speak Spanish?
No.
El cuckoo.
One shakes her head
okay.
yes. The sisters. One
And the
says yes, the
sisters.
other one says no.
I do more. I'm not even going to pretend that I do. I understand it all, but Desiree is the speaker.
Do you know Desiree?
Not really.
You know, they look the same, but they look different.
Everyone says that. We are either identical or we don't look anything alike.
No, you're not identical, but you have like that similar.
They look the same. They're just different coloring.
Yes.
If Desiree
Did
were
you hear
fairer
this?
or she was more olive, they would. Their features are the same.
Bobby,
it's
I'm
just
so
their
happy
skin.
you're here.
Their
Yeah, I got
skin
you back
coloring
again.
is different.
That's why I
Bobby, I
figured.
am so happy you're here.
I think this is why I get
I'm
invited
glad
back
Bobby's
all the
here to
time.
do our opening as well.
I'm glad Bobby's here. Well,
Bobby, what
Facebook-
is going on? Bobby's very, very busy with Fitness Friday.
Yeah. It's been another fight week down at Custom Fitness, so we have two of the grappling pros competing tomorrow at the Grappling Pro Championship down in Miami. So we got Fred Moncayo, we've got Johnny Cardona, and they'll both be in a professional grappling tournament at Bucky Dent, the little convention center down there in Hialeah. So,
The Bucky then?
the Bucky Dent.
Oh, I know where that is.
Shortstop?
I know exactly where that is.
Now, there
Yeah.
used to be a Bucky Dent
Yeah.
baseball up here in Delray.
There used to be a restaurant all over Florida, Bucky Dent's. He was, I don't know what happened. He cut back on like all of them. Like, I'm surprised there's even one open.
Yeah.
It's like a Duffy's, but it's more of a baseball.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, it's a nice little venue, little, open
You
center
like
in
the
the middle.
food there?
Oh no, it's not a restaurant. It's actually just a little like convention center
Hey,
thing.
Freddie.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second.
Duh.
It's not
Bucky
a
Dent is a
restaurant. It used to be a
No.
restaurant.
No.
No, this is a
Convention
Yeah, it's like
center.
a gymnasium.
yeah, it's in Hialeah.
It's in
Oh, it's a
Hialeah.
gymnasium.
Yeah.
Bucky
So
Dent's?
Bucky Dent. Yeah. And then right
He's
next door
so
they've got
confused.
another something else labeled
What
Bucky
day of
Dent
the
too.
week
So
is it? I think it's time for me to go home.
I think you need a long weekend.
But Bucky
been a long
Dent's was a restaurant. I used to go there.
Huh.
And in New York on Grand Concourse.
That I don't know. I wasn't with you in New York. Wasn't there.
Don't be.
We've got lots going on Fitness Friday
All
with
right, let's
Freddie.
move on. Because I'm obviously lost. Listen, the other thing I wanted to do, starting next week, again to our guests, I want to bring the board game of
Of
life. And we're going to change the game a little bit. But I want to play the board game. And everybody picks their little card, your favorite card and stuff like that. And we're going to take turns and we'll play with our guests. And we'll see what happens.
I think it should be fun.
We just
Uh-oh.
have to.
I've
We
never
just have to
played a
make-
board game with you before.
Oh, I'm the best. And I win all the time.
I was
going
going
to
to say, do you cheat or do you play
Oh.
fairly?
Big-
I'm going to ask
They
Gio.
don't call me, they don't make me the banker for nothing.
Is there money involved too? Of course, there must
Game
be for
of
the
life
game of
is all
life.
about money. Whoever has the most money in the game wins.
Like Monopoly?
Something like that. But Monopoly is like tedious. Like 17 months later, you're still playing the stupid same
This
game.
isn't. I've never played. Have you guys ever played the game of life? No, the game of life.
Oh, yeah. Such a good game.
Again, are you
like,
two
No, and
related?
yes. No, hey, you like chocolate, you like vanilla.
No, we actually are incredibly
like vanilla.
opposite, but we do like vanilla. Both of us. That's the one thing we agree on. We are actually pretty
And alcohol.
opposite. And alcohol.
You both like alcohol?
We've
Drinking
got-
Drink
alcohol? or rub-
responsibly. I do work at a treatment center. Let's not.
We had Mojito Miriam in the house yesterday with us. How'd
Yes,
you
you
like that, by the way, Connecticut? Pretty good.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
How'd you like Mojito
I know,
Miriam?
it was delicious. It was just right, just like you said. It was
Right?
just right. It was perfect.
You just never know what's going to be
I've
on the
never
Brooklyn
quite
Cafe.
met somebody who walks around making
mojitos?
instant mojitos. That was so
Okay.
funny. You
Came
guys
on the
look
wrong
so
Send them
Yeah.
funny.
down to Custom Fitness. That sounds good.
Unbelievable.
Right? We've
All
got
right.
Desiree Garzon, and we have her sister Crystal Mayo with us. Am I pronouncing it right?
Yes, you are.
Welcome to our show. So we had Dr. Garzon with us a few weeks ago with Jane Garcia, and we talked about podiatry and her practice. But the two sisters, we need to come up with a better name. Two sisters are working on a health and fitness blog, and we're working on a name for them. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
But health and fitness is not, it is what you do every day in your day jobs, but you want to bring it to a whole nother level. You want to bring something new to what you do.
Right. So we're just trying to focus on, like you said, health, fitness, clean beauty. So it's pretty much having a cleaner life. We have a high incidence of cancer in our family, so in order to change that, what I mentioned in the previous show, that it's usually a 10-15% genetic, the rest is environmental. So ways you can change that is, the way that you eat, fitness, beauty, all this stuff has chemicals nowadays, way more than, 20 years ago. So we just kind of try to implement how to slowly change, your products or the things that you eat in order to better your lifestyle.
But you don't want to change your lifestyle. So it's changing lifestyle without changing your lifestyle.
Right.
Which I still have a hard time wrapping my head around, because if you change your lifestyle, Bobby, help me out on this.
Yeah,
You will
I know
change
what
your
you-
lifestyle.
I know what you mean. That's it. We're creating new habits, but I think the way they're rolling it out is that it's not going to be just mentally overwhelming to where you think you have to totally reinvent yourself.
Right.
And that's something that I kind
Exactly.
of try to work on with my clients as well. And it starts with making small changes.
Right.
We're not trying to do everything night and day change,
Right.
in the first week.
Just a
of this
little bit
program.
at a time.
And that's what overwhelms people. That's when everyone's like, oh, no, I'm not doing it.
Yep.
I tried to do it for a week, and it was just too much, and I can't.
When we started with Freddy changing his lifestyle,
It always comes back to
it always comes back
It
to
really
Freddy.
does.
Because you know why?
Because I am the one with the bad
Because
lifestyle. I
you
know.
had not the best
I
lifstyle.
had the greatest lifestyle. It just wasn't good for me.
It wasn't good for your health. It wasn't conducive with living a long life.
No, but nobody. That wasn't.
But you were
the
happy
plan.
doing it at the time. That
Of
wasn't the
course.
plan.
I had the Freddy see everything eat diet. Anything I wanted to eat, I ate. I didn't care. I didn't care about the sugar. I didn't care about the carbs. I didn't care about nothing.
So when we started, it was he took ketchup out of his diet. That was the first step. So his lifestyle changed the same without ketchup.
Hold on. Breaking news.
Uh-oh.
They do make a ketchup
Yes, they do, that you
that
can have.
is like $27 a bottle, about yay big, that my son brought for me, and I did have ketchup again. But I lost the taste for it.
Yeah, good.
I don't like
So it was just changing the lifestyle one step at a time.
Right, and it's also identifying those small successes, like you were talking about those small lifestyle changes. If we can identify those lifestyle changes and identify the success in them, I think that it'll motivate a lot of people to continue following through.
And what do you do outside of your wellness coaching?
I am a mental health and substance abuse therapist, so I work at a treatment center, and a lot of the things that we incorporated is
Can you move the
becoming-
mic closer to you, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
Is becoming more connected with your mind and your body, and I think that has a lot to do with physical health as well. So in our lifestyle channel, Desiree kind of focuses on the physical component of it, and I kind of focus on the mental health, and we figure out a way to put them together.
Do you guys watch football?
We do.
You're big football fans?
We came from Florida State.
Oh.
Oh, what was that?
Did you
I guess-
both go to Florida State?
Yes, we
Okay,
did.
something that they did together.
I went to NYU. We didn't have no football team, but I love football. In football, you have to have somebody who carries the ball and somebody that blocks, right? So she opens it up here mentally so that you can do the physical stuff. It's one of the things I learned through Bobby. You're not ready to do exercise and work out without quitting. 98% of people who work out quit. But do you know why?
Because you don't see results.
Number one, the results are not in a pill that happen in 30 seconds. Just it
Right.
didn't take you 30 seconds to get the way you look. So give it a little time.
You
right?
are the perfect example of lifestyle change. You
Well,
truly are.
When you're in intensive care, that sort of happens.
Yeah, a couple changes had to happen pretty quick, it sounds
Yeah,
like.
I
But
agree.
but again, it was just adding on and compiling these small changes until it really is a whole new lifestyle. I mean, think about the way you were living a couple years ago compared to today.
And the other adjustment is that when you do lose, I dropped 44, but when you start losing weight, what happens is you begin to notice different things about you, your behavior, your moves, everything begins to change. Getting there is another story, but once you're there, things begin to change.
Right.
And then the physical aspect of what you do is going to be easier to have that routine as long as you keep it new. People like new things, right? People like to fall in love every day. People like to eat a new ice cream bar. People like new things
New
every day.
shoes,
New shoes.
new makeup,
New
Wands.
clothes.
new wands. Yes.
New movies. I love the movies, And now I've discovered that I can actually eat popcorn. It doesn't spike my sugar. I couldn't say that 3 months ago. So I had to lay off of that until the body said, okay, my pancreas said, I decided I'm going to start working again. So once you get your body in tune, then mentally you can say to yourself, let's get on to this physical part, which you need. You're not going to get healthy if you don't do the physical.
Right. And
Just
if
like
you're
I am.
not in a positive state of mind, you're most likely not going to remain motivated. I mean, that's a simple fact. A lot of people are focused on instant gratification, and so it's also about, being honest with yourself and identifying, where am I going, how am I going to get from point A to point B, and how long is it going to take me? Or am I going to be open to it not coming as fast as I would like it to be? You know
That's
what I
with
mean?
anything.
I see that from the very first day client all the way up to the pro athlete is the same
Right.
exact thing. You need to quantify where you're trying to go and then periodize it realistically now.
Yes.
what do we need to do by the end of the year? What do we need to do by the end of the month? Okay, how about by the end of the week? And then what do we need to do today to get you just that one next step towards it?
You know, it's really amazing, Bobby, because you have to wear so many different hats. I could tell that you work with people upstairs. I can feel that. I can see it. And I know that you do the physical thing. It's not because you're in scrubs, but I can see the difference.
Although the scrubs help.
It does give it away.
But you do this business long enough. And one of the things I admire about Bobby is that he's clinical upstairs, and then he does the physical side. You can't keep up to this guy. This guy's an animal, but he's learned the art of telling you, listen, you can do this. Let's take it little by little. And he makes the adjustments. Therein lies custom fitness, right? That's one of the things that I admire at your age. Right. People your age, you know, they're still wondering how to get up in the morning, go to work.
Yeah,
I mean, seriously,
drinking
it's
all week and just partying and
right, and then they wonder why their body breaks apart. Now, I'm not asking you to go swallow a barbell, but just take your health a little bit more seriously. So you're right. I am a good example because when I was laying in ICU, I told myself, this is not what I want. Then when I went to see the doctor, he said, you're going to die in pieces. That was an ugly visual. I ain't going to do that no more. So I'm glad that you ladies are here because the message stays consistent.
But that's why it takes a village. You were asking me before, we're going to go to break, so I'm giving you some time to get ready.
Oh.
You were asking me before how I do my health coaching. When I would say something to him, when you say something to your friends or your family, they don't always listen because it comes from you. But when you hear the same information from 3 other people, somehow it starts to resonate and you realize it's bigger than you as a health coach, you as the trainer. It needs to come from everybody because if we start hearing the same message of adrenal fatigue, of thyroid, of exhaustion, of eating right, and sugar and carbs, then it starts to make sense and they're hearing it from Dr. Garzon, they're hearing it from Crystal, they're hearing it from Bobby, they may even hear it from Freddy.
Even from me.
Even from Freddy. Go, you know what? Let's make the simple change. Are you ready to go to break now?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. Give us a call at 800-889-0267, and we will be right back.
For over 35 years, Ruth and Norman Rails Jewish Family Services has been serving residents of Boca Raton, Delray Beach, and Highland Beach through their comprehensive range of programs and services for people of all ages and beliefs. Whether you need help with food, financial assistance, senior services for yourself or a loved one, affordable counseling and mental health service, career and employment services, or their Center for Families and Children, JFS is here for you. Please call JFS at 561-852-3333 or railsjfs.org. Call 561-852-3333. The Custom Fitness Institute is a private fitness studio offering personal training and partner training programs to fit your schedule. CFI has created a premium workout environment fit for every fitness level. From beginners to competitive athletes, their welcoming facility and certified fitness professionals are there to design a custom program to help you achieve your goals efficiently, safely, and effectively. CFI also offers nutritional evaluations, physical assessments, and movement assessments. Give them a call today to schedule your free consultation. 954-999-8458. The Custom Fitness Institute can help you get your health and fitness journey started or bring your current fitness level to new heights. Call the Custom Fitness Institute today. 954-999-8458. Are you fatigued, foggy-minded, bloated maybe, always hungry, trouble losing weight, or suffering from the effects of pre- or post-menopause? If so, the Evolving Bodies line of natural, garbage-free health products and delicious lactose-free protein is the line for you. Evolving Bodies gets the job done. They're a company with a conscience. Every time you purchase a product from Evolving Bodies, you're helping supply healthy meals to a family in need. For more info, call 561-948-1986 and visit www.evolvingbodies.com. Bodies is spelled B-O-D-Y-Z. For health and fitness tips, tricks, and recipes. It's so good, even Freddy likes it. Give him a call at 561-948-1986. Life doesn't have to be defined by abandonment or disease. Learn life skills to stop feeding those old wounds and imagine the possibility of being healthy and happy. Shari Coltoon is a master certified integrative life coach, Reiki master, and an intuitive, focusing on autoimmune disease and family estrangement. Shari facilitates a support group program for people who need healing from a family breakup. Contact Shari at 954-654-7187 to learn important life skills. For a 30-minute free session, call Shari Coltoon at 954-654-7187 or visit her website at sharicoltoon.com. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddy S. at the cafe, give them a call at 1-800-889-0267, toll free. Come on in or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. That's 1-800-889-0267. Let's reopen the cafe doors. Now back to Dawn and Freddy S.
No, that's my husband.
And we're back. Welcome back to the Brooklyn Cafe. It is Fun Fitness Friday with Bobby Jackson in the house. We've got Dr. Garzone and her sister Crystal Mayo with us. We're talking about health and fitness. Give us a call at 800-889-0267.
If you got a health question, or you got any question,
I
it's
actually
Friday.
had somebody who called us. He said he listens to our show all the time. He did not even know we were video component or TV. I spoke to him yesterday. He has a supplement line that works with childhood obesity, it works with diabetes, it works with cholesterol, and it's all about helping everybody. It's a plant that he's
Well,
working
let's
with.
ask. Let's ask the panel, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
How do you feel about supplements? How do you feel supplements work, don't work? How do you feel?
It's probably more of a.
Let's ask the panel. That should be our next segment. Let's
I
ask
think
the panel.
Let's ask the
They
panel.
work, but then again, this is where she doesn't know, and
Let's
my
move the
part
mic closer to you when you talk. Thanks.
this is where I come in regards of the chemicals. Like this, I've been reading
You read
ever since.
chemicals?
It's just with, ever since my kids have been born, I read a lot of the books where, yes, you want to focus on, you can do vitamin supplementation, but you want to focus more on your eating. Like, that's where you get a lot
What
of
about
your
a
nutrients.
combination, well balanced?
Absolutely. But then there's some vitamin bottles that add chemicals that
Yes.
are also harmful. So it just depends on how clean the supplementation
But just
is.
remember, some foods they add chemical too. Didn't they put wood in cheese?
Yes, they did.
They what?
They
Yeah,
put
they put
cellulose
wood-
in the shredded
cellulose
cheese.
In shredded cheese.
They
so
did.
even though when you read it, you got to be careful to understand it.
Right. So that will be like some of our blogs that we would talk about ingredients to avoid and what they actually mean. So instead of, just everyone's like, oh my God, I don't know what this means. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to eat everything. Well, we kind of break it down. Like, what are the obvious things to avoid? The first things you want to avoid is like the easy sweeteners and the,
Well, let's
high
talk about the
fructose.
sweetness. Hold on. Holy smokes. Here we go. Let's talk
Because you
about
know
the
why?
sweetness.
They take it from basics, where you were a year ago, and you've evolved, like evolving bodies. You were a perfect example again of
Lily
evolving
says
bodies.
that I evolved into a human being. I don't know if that's a compliment.
With the Brit.
It's a brick. I got a
We
brick.
have a
I
new
got a
segment
brick.
coming
from-
up with her. But you have to go back to the basics because everyone is on a different level. So when you're starting with someone that doesn't want to change their lifestyle at all, you have to look at labels. You have to read ingredients. You have to look at
And it's so
supplements.
overwhelming.
Yeah, but you
It
have
is
to. You have
overwhelming.
to be able to understand the baloney's on a label. My coach says if you can't pronounce it, don't eat it. Right? Now, when you go to a restaurant, they have those little packets of sugar. They're blue, they're green, they're purple, they're orange. They all say the same thing.
Isn't that funny? Some
the
of the
hell is
fast
that?
food places, it's the same ingredients. Although the real ones, the labels, the brand are different ingredients that make up the artificial sweeteners. And some of the fast food, they just change the packaging and it's still the same.
Yeah, so you think
So
it's
you
Splenda.
think you're pulling your pink because it's sweet and low, or your yellow because it's
Equal.
Splenda, whatever it is.
Or
It's
pink.
not. If you read the ingredients, they're the same. They've just changed the
Just
color,
the color
of
of
the
the
packaging.
Portions
package.
of
Have you
which
seen
one.
that?
Yeah,
I had no idea.
I
Yeah.
believe that for sure.
that's
So-
why it's so important to read ingredients.
So
That-
when you
and
do
the-
your blog, we got to talk about that.
And that's where she comes in because she doesn't know a lot of the things that I've incorporated. So this is also about her journey, and
Right, it's more of a get healthy with me. So Desiree will provide the information where you kind of follow along with me and see my journey and how I become a healthier person, whether it's my mental or physical health. Desiree and I were actually talking about even doing a vlog where she takes us to the grocery store and we figure out like how to maneuver the grocery store, how to make it less overwhelming, how to identify what foods to get. So,
Smart shopping.
I
Yes.
think you should take a GoPro with you and do it visually.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we're
Oh,
going to do.
And
Because
we
there-
talked about doing that with Leslie Harrington as well.
we did. And
And
she
if you
went in and she
shop-
did it herself.
But if you shop the perimeter of the grocery store first, and you fill your cart with the cold items, which is opposite what the grocery store wants you to do, then you're going to have a far healthier, hopefully, nutritious meal than if you go up and down the aisles. Because if they're sitting on those shelves, you got to really think about how long they're going to sit on those shelves.
And Leslie Harrington was my diabetic coach, and she met me at Fresh Food, and Gio came with me, and Dawn came with me. I always say that. And she was teaching me how to buy water. Are you kidding me?
You know, ironically, that was the first time I learned when you were discussing about it in the last show that I was in. I really didn't. I mean, I knew about water, but I didn't know when,
There are different
different
waters.
bottles.
There's different alkalinity. There's
right, I
different
knew
BPA.
that part.
There's bad water, good water, the container, the way the color of the bottle is. I mean, I looked at her and said, are you serious? And then she showed me the foods, the trays of what I could eat and could not eat. Spiking sugar, very important. When you're a diabetic and you're at 296 and you're coming down, everything you eat becomes magnified. And it's that patience that you have to get it down. Not running, walking.
I actually bought, my kids and my husband could not believe, real butter instead of the processed artificial stuff that I'd always bought for years. I looked at the label and said, I would rather have milk and cream for the amount that
Yeah.
we eat in this house, and it can last me months, one little thing, than all of the chemicals. They all looked at me the other day. They said, Mom, you bought real butter. Because the chemicals are overwhelming, and the more they take out, the more chemicals they put in, the more low fat, low everything.
That's it, the little preservatives to give it more shelf life. I
Right.
mean, it's a
I mean, what
company.
is that?
And your
They
body
gotta-
can't process that
Yeah, all
My
stuff.
these-
husband did the same thing to me. He's just like, so now you're buying full fat this and, just like the simple I'm like, well, honestly, our body will be better off digesting it and breaking down better than the ones that are no sugar, no fat, and
Absolutely.
loaded with chemicals.
Yeah, that's something. Yeah, my lady and I started
My
shopping
lady.
differently too, and that was, it
She's
was
your lady, baby.
my lady. That's right. But it's about being able to metabolize protein in the presence of fat. Any real heavy natural source of protein is also associated with high fat. The eggs, the milk, all those things. And so when we're taking them out, that's putting them into your body in a very unnatural state to just have protein and no dietary fat with it whatsoever. So that's something I really like about Dr. Alfredo's take on everything, and that's eat real butter.
Functional
Because
medicine
all
is
the
so
goofy
important.
preservatives and all the other stuff,
It ain't worth it.
it's such an unnatural state
That's a
to be
good
trying
point.
to metabolize that food.
Well, and then I also think, Desiree has two little babies at home, 2 and 3, and so I think that, creating these healthy habits for them right now is going to be really beneficial as well. So, our channel, we're hoping, is to also kind of help the busy mom on the go as well. So trying to figure out a way to stay healthy, but also quick and easy recipes that, they can utilize.
Or alternatives, 'cause
Right.
we'll explain like the top 5 snacks that kids eat that are like the worst. It's
What
like
are they eating these
Cheez-It,
days? Same as before.
Pop-Tart,
Ooh, Pop-Tarts.
certain
So they're
so good,
cereals.
though.
I
So
know,
nothing
they
has
are
Cheez-Its and
changed.
Pop-Tarts
Pop-Tarts.
are delicious, but
You know,
that's
so,
the idea.
certain cookies, things like that. But there's
Cookies.
ways that they can still eat it, but you just kind of alter it. Now there's just so many chemicals in there, and then we'll put up easy recipes on how to recreate their favorite snacks
That's
with using like wholesome.
and I like that.
ingredients.
That's actually creating a solution versus everybody nowadays just wanting to say things are bad, and then they stop the conversation there and they never actually give good solutions. This is how we work around it.
Yeah,
These are
'cause
things
I know
you can
it's
still
hard
eat.
with the kids. Like you can't just say, okay, now fruits and veggies, and then they're not going to eat
Yeah.
it. And you
Veggies
can
and
hide-
children don't mix.
But you can hide it. My
Yes,
kids,
you can.
they eat it all the time.
You
Like
can-
even creating your own popsicles, putting
Yes.
the fruit.
I did that.
I mean the veggies in.
I actually did that.
And blend it and make popsicles, their own popsicles, and they love it.
Well, you also talked about making your own fruit roll-up for the kids too, like a healthy alternative with that.
That's another bad one. Fruit rolls.
Well, let me.
There's
let
a
me,
lot of those things that sit on the shelves. They're not so good. Even if you go to your big box stores that are organic, if they're still sitting on the shelves, it does not mean they're good. There's still
Right.
preservatives that allows them to sit on the shelves for 6 months and sit in your cabinet for another 6 months before they expire.
Yeah, real food is not supposed to be able to do that. So that's it.
Exactly.
If it's just
Well, a McDonald's hamburger will be around for 100 years. It won't go bad.
That's right.
How do you eat that?
have you ever seen like a French fry that falls under the seat
I
and it's
still
like
have
a year
one.
later?
It doesn't change.
and
I've
the
had-
thing
I
still
had one
looks
since
the
I bought
damn
this
same it
car.
did
It's
when it
still
came
there.
out the window. I'm like, that's not good.
Listen, the other thing I wanted to point out though is that you're going to teach moms, because moms are taking care of the kids at home. Now, I just saw on CNN and on the news the other day that 57% of men are staying home taking care of the kids now.
Our dad takes care of her kids.
So let me tell you a little secret about men. Men,
Don't tell
when
them
it
secrets.
comes when it comes to feeding kids correctly, have to learn. And you got to put that ego down to do that. The ego has to be put aside because women, they're just naturally moms. But men, they have to sort of learn that, you just can't give a kid a hot dog to keep him quiet. And the guys are out there taking care of kids. They sort of know what I'm talking about.
Oh
with
my
this.
gosh, my daughter was in California last
Yes.
week, and she came on remote with us. She says, "Freddie, I saw something. I took a picture because you need to see this. Is something you're gonna love." So everyone associates Freddie with food. It was a hot dog rolled in pastrami, right?
Yep.
That
And
sounds
bacon.
good.
I don't even know what it was, but see,
I was so shocked. First of all, her daughter comes running to me and says, "I got something for you. I got a picture I want to show you." I went, "Really? Is that what I used to do?" Then I said to myself, "I'm going to the bathroom to throw up. I
Isn't
can't
that funny?
believe that this is what they associate me with." That's
Yeah.
sad. That's really sad.
but now look.
I mean, I wouldn't eat it. They have a plate at My Delicious Deli, which is one of our sponsors. They have a plate. It's called the Freddy plate. And on there is like
16 ounces of meat.
of meat. Not on lettuce, not on just meat. That's it.
But at least it's protein that your body should know how to process.
And it does. Now, Fit Food Fresh, I do the small carbs with the high protein. Got to drink a lot of water because you got to, and Bobby taught me that trick, you got to clean out your kidneys with all this protein going on. Sugar came down, 121, sometimes it's one. Now it's coming down into the teens. And that was the goal 3 months ago, 3.5 months ago. But it's education. And what I like about what you ladies are doing is you're educating and you're telling people, listen, there's a right way of doing things, there's a wrong way of doing things, and then there's the fun way of doing things.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, when you go through the health coaching program, and there's a lot of them, so when you look at them, you want to really look at the one that meets your needs. The one I went through was for children and families because I wanted to focus on what you focus on. It's the healthy snacks for kids. It's for busy moms, busy dads. What are some alternatives as opposed to learning 100 different food plans, which is great for some people, but it was way too esoteric for me and the people that I work with because I was always in pediatrics, so I needed that same mindset that you ladies have. And basics, water. How much water should people be drinking? Why should kids be drinking water? I know the right water, and you know what? Tap water is probably fine.
I
but-
agree.
You know, why are people? Why are kids
Filter
drinking
it.
all these other? Drinking our calories, as my dad, he's a pediatrician, they always say your kids are drinking their calories. You don't need to drink your calories, you should be eating your calories because, again, as Bobby says, you're going to process that as opposed to the sugars in all these artificial flavor drinks.
And there's got to be a better way than having kids swallowing Coca-Cola and Pepsi and Coke Zero. I love that. I love when they say
They go,
Coke
but
Zero.
there's no calories.
Coke
There's no
Zero.
sugar.
Listen, do you know how I cleaned the rust out of my 1927 Chevy?
Coke
You
Zero,
pour Coke
baby.
Zero on it, you let it sit for an hour, and you
Yeah.
come and you rub it out, it takes all the rust out.
I wonder if that would take the mildew off my patio.
Of course it will. Oh, it's an acid.
Forget pressure cleaner. I'm just going to go buy some Coke.
But you talked about cancer and everything else. Can you imagine people swallowing? You know, I know somebody who drinks Diet Coke, and she drinks it, and God bless her. But I can't do that anymore. I can't. It makes me ill now. And I used to love Coke. I used to
Yeah,
love it.
she gets upset when I come over to the house and I've got like a Coke Zero or something like that. So which is good because I'm more mindful because she's kind of on me a little bit.
So you work with the mental health component of it.
I do.
You work with everything, the wellness. As a physician, you're working with everything in patients. It's so key now that people are putting functional medicine into their practices and having even hiring a functional medicine coach to work with their patients because if you don't have the time
That's a good idea.
to do that
For my office, sorry.
for your office or one of you get trained as a functional medicine, it's not a physician, you get trained as a functional medicine wellness coach. You bring that into your practice because you don't have another 30 minutes to sit with your patients to talk about it, which is where the village comes in. So you send them to functional medicine, a health coach, a fitness place like Bobby's because Bobby does have the time. These big box gyms do not. But a small independent custom fitness institute will do that.
Or you lead pages that says, listen, I want to recommend you to, and you start pointing out options.
And that's what we'll do, like in our blog. We'll also have links for
Exactly.
people to connect to.
So we need to
Exactly.
get your video blog
vlog.
started.
What's wrong with your mom?
Yeah, we have our
Blog.
videos. We're just editing them right now, so
So definitely coming soon.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
And what's going to be the name? Here we go with this. What's
Well,
going to be the name of
We
this?
need a new
Maybe
name.
we should
Yeah.
have people call in and kind of suggest
Well-
what that
Okay,
name
so
will
they
be.
presented a name that reminds me of a medical procedure. So I think
which
we need to
all
come up.
kinda knew. We were
we-
hoping that
You're hoping nobody else picked up on that one?
I didn't know, and then she called me and she's like, "We have a problem." So
Well, I told her, and she's just like, "Why can't we do DNC?" I'm like, you know, the older crowd would know, but you know, maybe we'll do.
I'm now in the older crowd.
Oh, yeah, that was a dig.
Definitely
No.
never coming back.
No, but you know what I mean, like the teens. probably.
Thankfully,
really
they
don't.
wouldn't know that. But something like that Wellness Sisters, or I mean, do something with you as sisters. You look alike, but then you're different.
Well, there you have it. Look alike, but look different.
You know, you guys look alike. Your coloring's different. You're both into health and wellness, but you do more of the mental
health,
side of it, and then you do more of the physical side.
Yeah.
So different, but equal. I don't know, something like
Mind
that.
and body.
You know, I was actually trying to think of like how to kind of incorporate the fact that we're so different, but we balance each other out. Because she's definitely more type A. She's more detail oriented, and I'm kind of like, let's just do this. I
You're
kind
more
of go on
type
a
B.
fly. Type B.
And this office is more type C. Bobby, you're type D.
What's up? I'm type D. All right,
That's
we'll
right.
take it. Yep.
Gotta put it all together.
All right, we need to take a quick break. Give us a call if you have any names for the wellness vlog that
And
they're
win a
going to start.
prize, too. We'll give you a
Actually,
matcha.
I have a 3D Learner book. Give us a call. I have a
Oh,
book signed by
we got a
Mira
couple of
Halpert of
books,
3D
yeah.
Learner. 800-889-0267. We will get that out to the mail for you.
What's
Be right
the
back.
number? Wait a minute, I'm not ready.
800-889-0267. You ready now?
Ready.
We'll see you in a few.
At Elevated Fitness and Nutrition, their mission is to maximize energy and to inspire the human spirit, one person, one meal, one family at a time. Elevated Fitness and Nutrition offers a line of ultra-clean, all-natural, plant-based products with a selection of protein powder, energy boost, and thermogenic metabolizer to fuel your body and maximize your energy. From cooking classes to fitness activities, Elevated promotes an active, healthy lifestyle. For a free sample or more information, contact Kate at kate.elevated@gmail.com. Visit their website at liveelevatedfn.com and use iHeartHealth for 10% off all products. Do you love the idea of healthy food conveniently delivered to your door? From Jupiter to Miami, Fit Food Fresh delivers convenience in the form of prepared, delicious, healthy meals direct to your home or office. You're never more than 2 minutes away from a nutritious meal made from the freshest quality ingredients and prepared by gourmet chefs. From paleo to vegan, breakfast to dessert, quinoas to quesadillas, Fit Food Fresh has you covered. You can mix and match meals from their entire menu to create your own custom plan based on your nutritional needs and preferences. Find them at fitfoodfresh.com. With no monthly commitment or setup fee, it's easy to try, risk-free. See why Fit Food Fresh is the highest-rated meal plan in South Florida. Visit Fit Food Fresh at fitfoodfresh.com or give them a call at 866-600-4778. That's 866-600-4778.
Maria Stefania of MakeOverBeauty.com and her trusted team of hair and makeup artists can get you ready for any special occasion or event. From weddings, parties and anniversaries to proms or fashion shows, Maria Stefania and her staff can satisfy all your beauty needs. The Makeover Beauty staff of licensed hairdressers, certified artists, and high-quality production will give you the highest quality experience with affordable pricing. Maria Stefania is a Matrix brand ambassador and color educator for salons and stylists from Florida to New Jersey. Follow at Makeover Beauty, spelled B-E-A-U-T-I, on Facebook to see before and after client images. Connect with Maria Stefania at 201-647-8289. Enjoy a one-stop shop full makeover. Inquiries are welcome at Makeover Beauty, one word, spelled with an I.com. That's makeoverbeauty.com.
Rochelle Schwartz is a certified emotional relationship coach who's been trained and certified by the world-renowned Ford Institute and has been facilitating coaching workshops for 17 years. She specifically works with women in their 50s and beyond who are ready for radical self-care, powerful and loving relationships, including relationships with themselves and others. Certified in Healing Your Heart, Future Focused, Courage, Blueprint, and Best Year of Your Life. An integrative leader, Rochelle has also been featured on The Oprah Winfrey Show and in numerous magazines, newspapers, and other local TV shows. You'll walk away with more happiness, freedom, and love. Rochelle is your secret agent of change. Contact her directly at CoachRochelle@Comcast.net or online at www.rochelleschwartz.com. Or you can call her at 954-464-7017. That's 954-464-7017. Sonia Hankin is the confidence expert and passionate guide to men and women who struggle with unworthiness, lack of confidence, and self-doubt. As a holistic psychotherapist and master integrative life coach, Sonia Hankin will help you unlock your confidence so you can make the changes you desire and feel good about yourself no matter what life throws at you. You can work with Sonia via phone, Skype, or in person. Contact Sonia at 954-214-8991. Enough is enough of not feeling good enough. If you want to find your voice and step into your power, call today for a free 30-minute session, 954-214-8991, or visit her at soniahankin.com. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddy S. at the cafe, give them a call at 1-800-889-0267, toll free. Come on in or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. That's 1-800-889-0267. Let's reopen the cafe doors. Now back to Dawn and Freddy S.
And we're back. Welcome back to the Brooklyn Cafe.
You know, I'm going to miss that.
On a fun fitness Family Friday.
I'm going to miss the elbow to...
Give us a call. Let's bring her in. 800-889-0267.
My finger's
We are
stuck
coming up with a name for Dr. Desiree Garzone and Crystal Mayo for
You're
their
ignoring
wellness.
me.
You'll have
Yes,
a new
I know.
You'll have
Why
a
is
new
she
board
ignoring
up.
me?
Don't you worry. You'll be fine.
Yeah, but I don't
It won't
have
be
a
quite
finger
the
to
same,
point at
trust
you.
me.
Okay, so we're coming up with a name. The finger.
We're coming up with a name, but I can absolutely see your vlog and your blog of what you guys do because Dr. Garzone says, oh, let's, take out the artificial colors. Let's do this weightlifting. And Crystal goes, really, that doesn't appeal to me.
But that's okay.
And that just makes it so much more practical because you have the extreme scientist point of view, and then you have the normal person view, and then you kind of meet in the middle, and
Then
it's
you
okay.
have me.
And
I
then it's
don't like
coming
doing
up,
it either.
and at the end of the day, it's still coming up with real solutions.
Right. That's exactly. You need to come up with the moderation, with the real
Right.
solution of what works for each individual, and what's going to work for you is going to be different than what's going to work for somebody else that's
Right.
watching your vlog. But it's those little tidbits, it's those little snippets.
That's all. That's what it's about.
And we get to put the blog into real life. So we go down to Bobby's gym and we try all the different things that you get because obviously you're going to get bombarded with people sending you
Right.
material, right? So you have to figure out the one that works. So you get a test tube to figure out what works or what doesn't work. We had Zumba dancers at this.
Oh my gosh, yesterday, we need to introduce this lady to you. At our other studio, someone came in with, do you remember the name of the company?
Oh, Bamboo Lou.
I just had to hear you say it.
Bamboo Lou. You remember Ricky Ricardo?
Yeah.
He used to say Babalu.
Babalu.
Babalu. So I told her, why don't we do a spin-off?
We had a new company in yesterday called Bamboo Lou. So
Bamboo
it's
Lou?
toilet paper made of bamboo.
It is
So it's all
unbelievable.
green,
What?
eco-friendly, made of bamboo.
I would be all up on
You would be all over it.
Now,
And her warehouse is right up here. It's in Jupiter.
Jupiter. And the funny thing is that she drove 3 hours to be on the set. And I said, can I have a sample? I left it home. So she's coming on the set. But I got breaking news. I just got a text back from Frankie, my nephew, who is a manager for Trader Joe's.
You gonna put Bamboo Lou in there?
I send him the show.
He's a manager for Trader
And
Joe's?
yeah,
In New York.
in New York. And,
Why is this the
and
first
they
time I'm
are.
hearing that? We love Trader Joe's.
Well, he's
Especially in New York.
Man.
well,
It's
the
New
Trader
York.
Joe's in New York. He's the one in Midtown. But I'm gonna tell you something.
I'm gonna tell you something. Wait till you meet Frankie.
Wait
You
till you
think
meet
this
Frank-
one's out of control? Ooh, you've
Frankie
got no
comes,
idea.
he disappears. I said, Frankie, can you come home now? I mean, he just disappears.
Yeah.
But he said that they would be more than happy to entertain Babalu.
Wow.
But Dr. Garzone, I know this is right up your alley as far as green products. It is, I think, the only green. I want to say toilet paper. That's what it is.
Pure 100%. What is that? Why are you flashing 5 minutes at me?
5 minutes. I know that's right. It's
Oh,
early
we have
on.
the dog show afterwards, right?
Yes, we do.
Stay tuned for the dog
All right,
show.
where can we find your information, and then we'll keep talking. I just want to make sure it gets out.
So right now we just have an Instagram page, DNC Lifestyle, D and sign C Lifestyle, which we're going to be changing soon with our names. But you could also reach us by, via email, D the letter N, C lifestyle7@gmail.com.
I got an invitation. You ready for this? Monday night at 7:30. Why don't you come and host Tell Us Your Biz?
This Monday?
Yeah. This Monday, yeah.
PM?
7:30 at night.
PM.
Oh, okay, that's easy.
The two of
PM.
you come in. It's going to be at the other station in Boca. So AM FM is what we're going to be taking our show on the back to.
Bobby
then by
kicked
then
off
we'll
that
have a
segment for
Facebook
us a
page.
couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it's
And-
really fun.
And by then you have a
It's cool.
Facebook page, and we'll share that episode because it plays on Facebook on your Facebook page. You put that up one more time. You want to do that?
Absolutely.
Sure.
And you want
But-
to do a morning show? You finally perk up at 12:49.
No, I could do a morning show, night show. I do all the shows. But the deal is this. By Monday, I want to do the grand name. I want to introduce the name of the blog by Monday.
Sounds good. I like the sisters thing that you've got going on, though. That idea you came up with.
The sisters.
Absolutely, and I can actually see them do their whole image, their whole logo with the sisters.
Yes.
Back to back, you mean?
However it is,
Like
but
gangsta?
like Frozen.
Frozen.
Frozen. Like
Frozen
Elsa.
sisters?
Yes.
Oh, she's awesome.
You know the two sisters that you're sisters and you look alike, but then you're different.
The two sisters.
Yes.
I like that.
Bobby.
I like that.
Hey, it took him a second,
The
but
two
he's with us
15
now.
minutes
No, I mean
later.
the two sisters. That's the name of the blog. The two sisters.
I like it.
There you
I
go.
like it. Whoa. But we'll do the grand open. We'll introduce it that night.
Okay.
So that way we can get people to come and tune in.
Do you want to talk
Thank
about
you.
where you work if someone wants to do some mental counseling for substance abuse?
Yes, the place that I work at is called Recovery Unplugged. It's over in Fort Lauderdale. It is a substance abuse treatment center. So if you know someone who's struggling with addiction or substance abuse and you feel like it would be beneficial for them to get some treatment, we do have a website, recoveryunplugged.com. It does have a musical component, so it's a great way for clients to increase connection and communication through a musical component.
We need to connect you with Bree Gordon from Musical Therapy, Palm Beach Connections. She's going to be on our show actually Tuesday here.
When?
You did not even know that. She's coming up here to join us on Tuesday.
Who's coming up here?
Bree.
I didn't know that. When did you hook that up?
A
I
long
love Bree
time
Gordon.
ago.
I
A
love-
long time ago.
She gonna sing me some Beatles?
I'm sure she's listening. She will sing you some
She
Beatles.
brings a tear to my eye every time that woman. comes.
Yesterday
yeah?
was the longest day of the year, and
I know, I
and
didn't
Bree
get to
is a
go.
music
I'm
therapist.
very
We'll connect
upset.
her with you, and she had
I
a
would
whole
love that.
Alzheimer's presentation that she did, and guest judges, karaoke, a whole lot of.
We got 38 shows, honey. We can give you so much material
Dr.
you won't have to worry about.
Dr. Garzone, you
keep
want to
bringing
share
me
where we
on.
can find you?
Yeah, so I work at a couple facilities. I'm part of Integrated Foot and Ankle. We have an office in West Palm, Jupiter, and a satellite office in Loxahatchee. And I also work with Orthopedic Surgery Associates in Boynton Beach.
Well, you're a busy lady.
And of course, Bobby Jackson from the Custom Fitness
Fitness
Institute.
Institute, that's right, down at Pompano Beach, 1701 East Atlantic Boulevard, where you can check out the social media. We're going to have some new content coming up. We've got the weigh-in event tonight for the two pros fighting tomorrow, and then we'll have some more event content coming up tomorrow when those two guys get the victories, working their way through the tournament. So
Bobby's just moving and grooving.
Bobby, somebody wrote in here, Bobby Jackson, the man, the myth, the legend.
Who's
I
that?
guess that's you.
give me a name. Let's give them
No,
a shout out.
they scratched out their name, so it's
Oh,
got to be. It's
all
probably
right.
your lady.
Might be the lady.
It might be the
Just
lady.
pumping me up here for the end of the
Pumping you
show.
up.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, Dr. Garzone. Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you.
The two sisters. We're going to kick off their wellness vlog starting Monday. Tell us your biz. Carol,
7:30.
thank you for a wonderful week. Everyone, thank you for joining us for our 1-year anniversary week, all the
Where
way
we
from
going?
juniors to Champagne.
Don't we have another hour?
Not here, we don't.
Are we done? Are you
You're done,
serious?
crazy
I
man.
heard the music
Everyone
coming up.
Everyone have a wonderful Friday. Be kind
I
to each
hate
other. Be
that.
safe. We'll see you Monday, same time, same place.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today, and even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day, Monday through Friday at 12 noon. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddy S. will bring you more goodwill next time. Although today's show was live, you can follow the cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe to rewatch every minute of the show. Call 866-224-5422 to talk with Dawn and Freddy S. after closing, or to leave an order for fun for tomorrow. Have a meaningful day.